Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about the real reason Ashley don't have friends her age and why she hates women, because she basically hates women. And it all comes down to her self-esteem, how she views herself, and her mentality. And I'm going to explain it a little bit because we're talking about a 36-year-old woman. She just turned 36. And she's hanging out with 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. She does not hang out with people her own age because the people her own age are not doing what she's doing. People her own age are not going to do what she's doing right now, like going to the mall, Forever 21 clothes, and all that stuff. She's not up to being with adults, okay? She's not for being with adults. Even though she is an adult and she has 4 kids, she's just not for being an adult. So that's why she's hanging out with minors, with teenagers, with barely legal people, because she is being, in her mind, she's like a teenager too. Like in her mind, that's what she thinks she is. So that's why she acts like a teenager. She hangs around teenagers because she thinks in her mind that she is an actual teenager. That's why she acts the way she acts. And that's why, even though she has kids, she's not like a mom, like an actual mom. She's not paying attention to her kids. And she's just doing all this stuff that all teenagers do, like getting drunk and doing snow and going into these parties and renting the Airbnb and all those situations just so she can be hanging out with these kids. Because otherwise, they wouldn't be hanging out with her if she didn't have nothing to offer. So in the end, she hangs out with these kids because she wants to feel like a teenager, and they hang out with her because she's given something. And this situation is money or clout or fame, whatever you want to call it. So that's the reason they hang out with her, and that's the reason she hangs out with them, because they're the best that she's gonna get at this point. She's not gonna be able to hang around with other people, because people her age are not doing the things that she's doing. They have goals, they have careers, they have all these things in their head, like, oh, I want to get a house, I want to get a car, I want to start my family, I have a job, I have responsibilities. They're thinking in a very more mature way, and that's why she is not, they don't get along, because she's not on that level, okay? She's not on that level. We're talking about a woman that's hanging around like 20 other teenagers instead of her own kids. Now, this brings us to what she brings to the table, as per se, you could call it. The only thing that she could bring to the table is her money or her clout. So she goes off a lot on that. She bases her personal value on her clout and the money and the bag that she makes on TikTok, right? She don't realize that situation could be gone just one day. She don't realize that situation is just, a very fragile thing to just have that one income stream, just that. And she don't realize that it could just be gone one day without even like she planning for it. So she's spending all her money, everything that she has, she's spending it on all these kids, getting them out of jail and all these trips and buying plane tickets and all this stuff. And she's spending on really just frivolous things that she's not going to be able to keep up. If she were to change her job, she's not going to be able to keep up with any of those expenses, because she's being very responsible financially, because she thinks that the only thing that she can give is money. She thinks that people are going to value her if they see her that she gives money in some way. So whenever there's girls around her, she don't see herself as valuable. She don't see herself as pretty. She don't see herself as a person that it would be worth talking to, or, all she sees is that if she gives money, that her situation is going to be, they're going to accept her and they're going to actually love her, but they're not loving her. Is the money and the clout and everything that she gives is what they love. So whenever she sees other women, she feels very insecure because she don't feel at that level of these other women. Have you seen how her faces changes? Whenever she sees other women, she's very insecure with herself. She's she feels like she's not worth it anything. But the money and the TikTok fame has given her a sense of security, and that's what she flaunts. She thinks that situation, it is what makes her like a baddie, because she makes it back, right? Because she has the clout. So she is actually thinking that the money is what gives her the worth. And if one day TikTok goes away, and if she don't make that much money anymore, there's not going to be she's there's not going to be that worth anymore in her heart, in her mind. She's not going to feel worthy, because you know what, she already does not feel worthy of nothing. The money is giving her a false sense of worthiness. So that's why she's so insecure with other girls, because she don't feel pretty, she don't feel good, she don't feel like young enough, she don't feel pretty or young or skinny enough to belong with these teenagers. So that's why she's spending so much money. That's why she's doing everything that she's doing, because in her mind, she's so immature. She's a teenager in her mind. We're just trying to get a little bit into her head, into her mind, for us to just see what is it that she's thinking. But in the end, her priorities are not the priorities that she should be putting her mind, money, and thought on. And that really reflects on the life that she lives and the people that she hangs out with. Not caring that she's actually a mom of 4 and that their kids need their mother. She don't care about that, because in her mind, she's not a mother. She is not a person that is meant to be a grown-up right now, even though she's going to be 40 years old in a few years. So tell me, guys, what do you think about this situation in the comments? And I'll see you in the next one.